Dave the Diver has made a triumphant return with a new DLC, the Ichiban Holiday Content Pack, starring fan favorite Ichiban Kasuga and his crew from the Yakuza series. Now this is our channel's 4th Dave the Diver video. You can call me a connoisseur of Dave the Diver. So when this content dropped, you knew your boy had to grab his scuba gear and dive back into the Blue Hole Sea. In this video, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and answer if you should try out this DLC. Let's dive into it. First, let's start with the good. And one thing that Dave the Diver group does really well are these crossovers. They do a tremendous job of incorporating the characters and different gameplay elements from other games into the Dave the Diver gameplay loop. And it doesn't change with this DLC. Front and center is fan favorite Ichiban Kasuga, with his charm and his ability to solve all his problems with his fist. And it's incorporated extremely well in this DLC. The dialogue is great, it fits like a glove with the other characters of Dave the Diver, and he doesn't come alone. And that's how far I'll go with the spoilers. But I just love the way there's a seamless transition between the characters of other games, whether it was Balatro, whether it was Dredge, whether it was Godzilla. And even in this DLC, the dialogue and characters mix so well. The dialogue is funny, the characters and animations fit just right, similar to what we've seen with the other DLCs. But let's talk about that content. And yes, they give you more missions, which I was begging Dave the Diver devs to do on these other DLCs, and we finally get it here. Is that you could be a character outside of Dave. It reminds me of the Godzilla DLC where you actually had a kaiju fight, but this time you could be Kasuga. Whether it's a diving mission or my favorite, the arcade beat 'em up that they incorporate in this game. It was a blast from the past and it was an absolute fun time. They give you a karaoke mission, a shaker that could be used outside the DLC on a new Banco cocktail mix, and some new staff that can join the restaurant. I love the way they incorporate different games into the Dave the Diver universe, and it continues with this DLC. I also like that they added your ability to replay the missions. This allows you to try to break some new scores and not leave the DLC to be a one and done experience. Have you tried the Dave the Diver DLC? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you loved about the Dave the Diver DLC. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to help support the channel. And consider joining the Marsman crew as a member for additional content perks. And now back to the video. With the good, we also have to talk about the bad. And unfortunately, we're seeing a continued trend from Dave the Diver. I mentioned the quality of the content that Dave the Diver provide here, which was excellent. However, the quantity there is pretty grim. If you play this DLC all the way through, the runtime goes for a little over an hour, and I'm being generous. You get a couple missions, a karaoke minigame, a shaker, a bat, and some new staff for the Banco restaurant. Now all of this sounds great, but again, 1 hour, similar to that of the Godzilla DLC, but that was free. This DLC is $7, and when you compare it to the Dredge DLC, it's also less content, and that DLC was free. Do you get new fish? No. Do you get new areas in the Blue Hole Sea? No. This is once again a little appetizer that they give you when unfortunately some of us are looking for a meal. Now is $7 a huge amount of money? No. And do you see companies try to milk us for $20+ on cosmetics? Yes. They love to burn a hole in our wallet and give us the worst case of diarrhea. Listen, I am a huge fan of the content that Dave the Diver has provided. The base game has a ton of content. The DLC's quality is really strong. However, these little nuggets, these little appetizers that they give you, yeah, you can get away with it more when it's free, but charging $7 for it, your expectations are a little higher than those that were free content. Overall, I thought the Dave the Diver Ichiban Holiday Content Pack had some positives and negatives. The Dave the Diver devs continue to show exceptional skills at crossing over characters and mechanics from different games and incorporating it into the Dave the Diver gameplay loop. The dialogue was fantastic, I loved the quality of the missions, and that arcade beat 'em up was tremendous. However, this DLC only gives you 1 hour of content, similar to that of the Godzilla DLC, and even less than the Dredge DLC, both of which were free. This guy also gets delisted in October, so you better make a decision quick, and if we're gonna get a discount, I have my doubts. I am giving Dave the Diver Ichiban Holiday Content Pack a 7 out of 10 and a mixed bag accolade. This was a nice DLC to spark my interest to dive right back into the Blue Hole Sea, but with the price and the amount of content I got, left me with a sour taste and a bit of disappointment. Thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't done so yet, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to help support the channel. And if you want to know my full thoughts on the Dave the Diver base game, check out our review in the end screen. This is Frank from Marsman Gaming, signing off. Game on.